Welcome to TAP RV, the ultimate course in remote viewing. We will take you on a journey to explore the depths of your psychic abilities. Reality Forecast Remote Viewing course covers the fundamentals of remote viewing, protection and energy work, the 4 stages of temporal awareness perception. You will develop the skills to tap into the universal field of consciousness. TAP RV is offered seasonally, every quarter. Sign up for Spring Tap now and discover the full potential of your psychic abilities.
Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Todd Ronan. I'm joined with Daniel Lakstins, and I am here for another rendition of the Reality Forecast Show. If you're excited and if you want to do something crazy, April 1st, Daniel and I are going to get together again. We're going to bend some spoons with our mind. We're going to melt some metal. I'll put the link below. Check Eventbrite for spoon bending. There's one that's equestrian spoon bending I saw on Eventbrite. I don't know how you get horses to bend spoons, but I'd like to pay $33 to go to that one. The one that we're doing is free, though. Get some forks and silverware and some spoons.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. This is coming up on April 1st. It'll be a Saturday, and it will be at 1 p.m. Central Time. So
yeah, I'll put the link below. You can get tickets. It's on Zoom. It's free. Bring your friends, bring your kids, bring your family's dog. So I wanted to break down a couple of segments about the difference and what you need to focus on when you're trying to make things come true, because we all want to change our reality. Let's buckle up and take the steps to it. When we think about dreams, those are more kind of spiritual. Those are more, fantasies. You can sit and daydream in a moment about going to whitewater river rafting, and you fantasize about what that is. And you might actually get there one day, but unless you actualize that desire to go whitewater rafting with an action plan and steps, and turn it into a goal, then you're just going to be stuck in that dream state. And I feel like a lot of people just get stuck there because they don't put it to paper and they don't take the steps necessary to build it out.
a dream, it's like your most passion. It's something that just feels like it's what you'd want more than anything in the world. It's big. It's huge. It's usually a relationship, but if you're in that relationship, some people may actually be experiencing their dream and don't realize it, but the truth is, which is great, good for you guys. but if you, maybe it's a house, the dream house you always wanted. Maybe it's the dream career, and you still haven't, and you might feel like, I'm still in my 20s, I haven't found it, or I'm in my 30s.
Well, let's spec that out. People often say my dream house, but they don't say my goal house. And I think that if they spec it out to say, I'm going to have my goal house in 7 months, and they put down their action plan to say, what are the steps necessary that I have to save, that I have to look? Because if you put those steps in place, then the universe has an action plan for you, and it can put the people in place for you that are going to make that come to happen. Write them down. Figure out what it is that you have in a dream. Be specific and give it a time frame. And when you put a time frame on it, now you're setting the stage for that goal solution zone. You put the action steps in there. It's no longer just, man, I want a house. Well, the universe is going to give you wanting a house, and you're going to sit there wanting, because you just said, I want a house. Well, it's not going to give you a house because that's not the way the universe works. But if you write down, these are the steps that I should take and will take action-wise to get a house, and then it's going to happen.
This is awesome, Ronan, because this reminds me of Vadim Zeland's book, Transurfing. And because he talks about, you have your main goal, which is your dream, and then you have progress slides. So he's basically, it's the progress on the way. And that's the reason why when you want to know how in the world, you'll have a reality creation teacher say, think of a really big one. And they're like, yeah, but when I do, I can't think of how it would happen. Well, you're not supposed to know how. And besides, there's no way that you could until you go through these first few goals. And as you go down these progressive manifestations that bring you closer to the big one, then you start to look back and go, oh, now I see how the universe is bringing it to me. The how comes later. But it is, what you're saying is beautiful, and it corresponds. I always feel like every type of reality creation teachings that are out there, law of attraction teachings, they're all saying the same thing, even, other teachings, but yeah.
Well, there's a missing step though. Like in The Secret, you are what you think about. That's their mantra. Well, I disagree because that's all you're thinking about. That's you're not setting the stage. You're not writing down the specific time frame. You're not writing down the action steps. You're not writing down the plan, the people that you'll need to see, the effort you're going to put forth, the motivation that you need to have. And the motivation comes through when you're making goals come true. And the dream that's like the kernel. That's the seed that we plant in order to make those goals come true. Because without that seed, without the idea, well, then you're not going to get to the goal. But just putting the seed down and thinking about it, well, you got to water the seed. You got to put the action steps into it to get into what you want to do.
Basically, what we're trying to help encourage people to do is to think about some of these really the right here and now goals. Because I mean, if all we do is focus on the main goal or the dream, then the universe just keeps giving us that
Right.
Ronan's saying if you want to start making steps towards that dream, then you have to do these short-term goals and then visualize right here and now the next step, what's going to happen. And then eventually you'll start seeing the hows showing up too.
Right. I mean, it's like a ladder too. You got to climb the ladder from the bottom up. You can't just jump to, the 23rd rung, because you can't get there from where you're at. And you can't reach that goal because you don't have the other steps below you. You don't have those action plans. You don't have those other manifestations that had to come through. And it's going to
increases your belief for the bigger goal too. So it is actually sculpting us in the direction that we're going. It's training our mind to start to use the law of attraction better.
It's training you how to lose the secret, use the law of attraction better, and bring about the circumstances, the people, and the patterns, the frequencies around you that need to be in place. Now, you don't know what those frequencies are because you've never experienced them, it may be. And for a lot of people, that's new. But every single thing, and I say this in my remote viewing training, I say this in speeches that I give, lectures that I give, everything is frequency. And if you can attach yourself to the frequency, that's your goal. That's what you need to get to that end step. And that's what you want to achieve. But it comes through micro steps and planning and time frames and action. And you need to write that down, and you need to refer to it and modify it, fix it, streamline it, recreate it, tweak it. And you need to put effort forth, and then allow those situations to come to fruition. Allow those people, put yourself out there and go meet new people and talk about maybe your goal. And you'll find that those people are on a similar wavelength. See wavelength and frequency. So you'll start picking up on people that are resonant and resonantly tuned with what you want to accomplish.
So that means you're going to be vibing at that vibe that you're looking for. That vibration is that manifestation. And so within the big manifestation is going to be through that path.
Your dreams aren't probably going to come to reality. They're not going to become a goal unless you sit down and turn it in from fantasy or like astral dreaming thinking into concrete on paper reality with those steps involved. I'm guilty of this too. And I've said before that I have a book in my library that I can pick up. And if I write something in that book, within 4 months, it's happened. And no matter how ridiculous, like my house could probably float if I wrote that in the book. I'd be afraid
to. So
but...
send your ridiculous wishes to Ronan at realityforecast.com or
yeah,
or just
please put your ridiculous wishes below. We want to see what it is that your dreams and your goals are.
Put them down there.
And I may or may not write them in the book. It's probably not, but the success that we achieve through our dreams is often forgotten, and we don't place as much emphasis on the dream because we never really even believe we can have it. So turn your dreams into goals and look inside to find out what it is that you really feel like you want. And then we're going to turn that around. Because it's spring, this is a great window to prevent, doubt. And this is a great window to use this blank sheet of paper opportunity to create your own reality, create your own dream steps to get to your goals.
How
So if
about
I
you?
tell people what my dreams are, it's inspiring to other people. And if I tell people what my goals are, they kind of become jealous because they see that, oh, it's not just a dream anymore. He's going to do that because it's a goal. He's got the steps. He's got it down. He knows what's going to happen and he's going to make it happen. And that's the person I want all you to change yourselves into. Don't be the dreamer. I mean, it's great to dream. I'm a dreamer too, but there's a disconnect between dreaming disappointment and taking the action steps to get there and to make those goals like fully stone and fully realized and fully reality in your life. And I want that so much for everybody. I want everyone to not be burdened with doubt and not be burdened with, oh, I can't get there. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. I suck. Like, just put it away and write down, leave those negative thoughts. We all get them. Disconnect from them. Just write down your action plan and write down your action plan for each individual goal. Hell, use like Google Sheets and write down the action plans you need to for it because it's easy to do. The time frame, the goal, how long you want it to take, how many people you think might need to be involved with it, and how much money you're going to need to set aside to make it happen. And then make it happen. Just ride the wave, right? Let go of the oars, like Daniel always tells me, and let the waves carry you into success.
Yes, me too. Things are good and getting better. Remember, you're always a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday.
Yeah, probably right. I'll have to ask yesterday's Todd.
You have a little more information, you know? So keep listening to this podcast. You're going to get more and more.
Oh, yeah. So if you want, like, subscribe, share this out, and join up for my remote viewing course. It's 6 weeks, 24 hours. It goes on and on and on. And I encourage people to take it. It's I think $7.95. I'll give you guys a good discount. Just ask me for the discount. You'll get it. I appreciate it. Thanks, Daniel. It's always good seeing you.
Hey, Ronan, I just want to say thanks again, and that goals really do come true.
Thanks very much, everybody. We'll see you next time. And hey, for one of you out there, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.